differently. And you know, when I was younger, a lot of people don't know this, and I don't mind sharing it, but I grew up in Brooklyn, and in the 80s, 90s, when it was like not a good place to grow up. And I always wanted to go to LaGuardia High, which was in Manhattan. And my father said, absolutely not. You're too young to get on a train at 6, 7 in the morning. You're 13. And I cried, Bobby, please, please, please. And he said, no. And it killed me. And I thought, that's it, my dream's over. And then I realized, no, I just have to go about it differently. So if I didn't get to go to that school, I was going to go to a different school. And so visualization, see yourself there. Really see it. Take that time, think about it, and see yourself there, and you will get there.
I'm a college student right now, and I wanted to ask for advice for future actors, writer, producer, director. What advice do you have for Latinos in the industry?
Write your stories. Write about how beautiful our culture is. Write about, you know, go beyond the stereotypical, you know, characters that have been created in the past, and there's been so much evolution in the Latino community in our industry. You know, Eva Longoria is a very great example of that. I mean, you name it, there's tons. There's so many successful Latinos. But show our culture in a really cool, different way. Like, write about your crazy fun families, you know, at the food that we love to eat, or the dancing and our passion. You know, we're such an incredible culture. It's like, we're beautiful people. It's true, that's one thing. Being here was like, I've become a proud Puerto Rican by being here. And it makes me go, that's right, just like Puertorriqueña, and I'm so proud of it. Yes! So, you know, bring it, elevate the culture and write more and show how beautiful we are as a whole in your writing.
Was that ever an obstacle, your Hispanic background,
yes.
When you started acting?
Yes, because I don't, you know,
put you in a box?
At first, they were like, oh, she's Latina, so I would audition for all these Latino roles. But then it was like, oh, she's not dark enough. Oh, you know what, her hair's not this enough, her lips aren't this enough, whatever.
Whatever the stereotype was.
Yeah, whatever the stereotype was, and I went, oh my God, and I would sit in these audition rooms, and I would look at all these other Latinas, and I would go, they do look more Latina than me. And, you know, I'm a little more light, fair-skinned, and so I hated that. And so then I cut all my hair. I said, okay, if I'm not getting, cut all my hair. And then, 3 days later, I booked a lead role on an NBC show called Windfall. Yeah! And the show didn't make it very far, but what I realized was that there were so much stereotypes out there that people, they couldn't get past the exterior, so I had to show them something different. And what it really highlights is, I'm a person. It doesn't matter what I am, I'm a person, and I work hard at what I do, and that's what gets me jobs. So go beyond the stereotypes. You know, show them how great you are as a talent, as an artist, and go beyond whatever their closed minds think.
Thank you.
Welcome into your home. Long live Regina, my friends. I wanted to take it a little bit on a lighter note. I wanted to know if you have any funny stories from set.
There's so many. I mean, you know, it's funny because people ask me this and then I go blank. But, you know, we as a cast, we're really lucky. We all get along. We all look after one another. When we're waiting in between, like before we go filming, like we're off in our room or whatever, we're always doing little silly things. Like we make each other laugh. Sometimes we read to one another. help each other with auditions if there's anything coming up. We all eat together. We order sushi all the time, and we love our Starbucks. You know, we become kind of like a little family. And I would say the most fun I've had was, you know, I've had the most fun with probably Robert Carlyle, Rebecca Mader, who is hilarious, Sean McGuire, who makes everyone laugh nonstop. They are the real funnies on the show, like the real humorous people.
Are the time for pranks or no pranks allowed?
There's no pranks.
No?
No, I don't know. We're not a pranking group.
Okay.
I think the boys prank more than the girls.
Okay. We have a mission for next season, so
Yes,
tell
exactly.
us about it later.
I know.
Próxima pregunta.
I'm taking any ideas for pranks, let me know.
Lana, it's a pleasure to meet you again. I wanted to ask you, how difficult was it for you to play the role of having to do the curse of killing your father, as he's the one that you love the most? And you said that you put your feelings into the character to feel her pain. So how did that feel for you?
Devastating. It was devastating. It was the second episode, and I was like, this is the second episode. I'm still learning who this character is. I was shocked by this decision, that she was so desperate. She wanted this revenge so bad. She was so vengeful that she would kill her own father. I had a really hard time with that. And I kept thinking, okay, you can't judge your character when you're playing, you can't. As the actor, you can't judge them, you have to try to understand. But that's why you see a tear running down her face, because it was literally heartbreaking. And the best thing that could have come out of the whole show for me, and I think for the character, was in the 100th episode where she sees her father at the the graveyard in the underworld, and she gets to say, "I'm sorry." That was probably my favorite scene that I've ever been able to play in my career, because to have that closure for the character, to be able to say I'm sorry for things, sometimes you don't get that in life. You know? I mean, we lose people, and then sometimes tragically, sometimes whatever, and you never get that opportunity. That was a really big gift. So not just me, but for Regina, because it ate at my soul all 5 seasons that we weren't able to address that, and then when we did, it was like, I thanked Adam and Eddie and said, thank you so much. This was the best scene I've ever been able to act in.
Próxima pregunta.
Hi, Lana. I was wondering if you think that Regina will stop doubting herself and think, well, no, I am her. Because we see throughout the show that she has these good moments and then something bad happens and then she doubts. She's like, what should I do?
Yeah, I think that's part of what makes watching Regina so interesting, is that we're going to see how she deals with that in season 6. How she, why do these things keep happening to me? Is it karmic? Is it because I've done all these terrible things that there's no redemption for me? Or, no, I'm not going to have those thoughts. No, I am good. And it's just, there's this darkness inside, and I haven't learned how to deal with it. I think you're going to get these answers in season 6. It's still being developed.
Próxima pregunta, que nos queda poco tiempo.
Hi Lana, I love you. We know by now that the Evil Queen's signature move is ripping out a heart and crushing it to dust. The first time you did this, how did you feel? And are you used to it by now, or is it still weird doing this?
I'm so sorry. Could you ask this again? I wasn't really clear.
A little slower.
Thank you. Evil Queen's signature move is ripping out a heart and crushing it to dust.
Oh, you mean when Regina rips out the Queen's heart and she crushes it, it turns into dust, and then the Evil Queen...
Are you used to doing this, and the first time you did it as Regina, was it weird, or how did you feel?
Yes, okay, so wait, as Regina or Lana, the actor, because both. So, I'm trying to remember for the Evil Queen, the first time she crushed a heart, I believe it was when she was studying under Rumpel, and and then he had another apprentice, and then, oh, not an apprentice, yeah, he had another student, and then Regina came from behind and ripped her heart out and crushed it. I think she found a lot of satisfaction in that. I think that she proved to herself and to Rumple that she can be a good evil villain, and this was her first, proof of it. Lana, the first time I did that was with Graham in the 7th episode, The Huntsman. And I remember going, oh my God, this is crazy. Like, what am I doing? And they run in and they put this dust in my hand and they're like, just crush it and let it fall out of your hands. And it's like, okay. All right, I guess I'll do that. It's gonna get all over my clothes. And we do this. Someone runs in, they put the dust in our hands, and then it's all in editing, right? So you don't see what we experience. But I thought it was odd, and then I thought, okay, this is all part of the magic on the show, and this is what we'll probably do a lot more. And we have.
Hi, Marcus.
Hi, Marcus.
My question is, what's your least or favorite scene in the show? I mean, there's something else I'm going to ask. I'm probably going to get in trouble or get beat up. But my girlfriend couldn't be here, and I really love this girl, and I just want you to know if you can just say, Parrilla Llanos, thank you for watching my show.
Say her name again.
Parrilla Llanos.
Parrilla Llanos, thank you so much for watching this show. Your boyfriend loves you.
Favorite scene in the show?
My favorite scene in the show, I just spoke of it, was the scene with Regina's father at the graveyard.
Getting to say sorry.
Yes, getting to say sorry.
Próxima pregunta.
Hi, Lana. My question here is quickly, I'm sorry for my English, is how do you prepare yourself for a scene that has a lot of emotion? Like last ride, like the one that she was saying goodbye to her dad. And how do you prepare for that scene? And the one when she knew Selena was her sister. Those two episodes were really, really good episodes.
Yes.
One of the best of the season, I see.
Thank you. Thank you. So the question was, how do I prepare emotionally? So, a lot of years of training. I've been acting for over 24 years. I know people don't know that I've been around for a long time. I've been studying since I was 16. It's in my DNA. It's become such a part of it. But I will say this, and I think this could be helpful for other artists that are, wanting to be actors or any aspiring artist. I always find that you have to learn how to feel in life and know what those feelings are, to allow yourself to go through it, the trying moments, the sad moments, the happiness, the crazy moments, but pay attention to what happens in your body and what it feels like, because it's like a singer or a dancer. You say you book a performance, okay, and they said in 3 months from now you're going to be on stage in Broadway and you're going to be performing in front of thousands of people, and you go, okay, great. And you go on vacation for 3 months and you do nothing and you just sleep or you eat or whatever. The day of the performance, how good are you going to be? Probably not that great. So my point is that training, practice, and explore it in your life, those feelings and those levels of emotion. And then when you're in front of a camera, it's going to be a lot easier to emote. Yeah.
Thank you. And now I'm going to turn to the evil moderator, but this, I believe, is going to be the last question.
No!
All right, well, so for anybody online, for anybody in the line, Lana is very accessible through Twitter and her Facebook, so what is this question?
Hi, Lana.
Hi, Mama.
My question is, how long does it take you to learn your line?
Very practical
It's
question.
a very, very good question. It depends. There was a 3-page monologue that I had the other day that you guys saw in the finale with Emma. It depends. I think that you have to make really strong choices. When you make your choices in a script and you know where you're coming from, it's a lot easier to memorize. That may seem a little complicated for you. I think you just keep repeating them. Just keep repeating it. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, and just stick with it. Thank you. Is that, you're good? You're satisfied? Okay, good. There was one thing I promised someone I would say.
Okay.
Oh God.
I shall destroy you. Someone said, could you please, a few people have asked for a request, could you please say something that the evil queen, so I did.
3 more. Yes. 3 más. Y de nuevo, disculpa a los que están esperando. Like I said, she is very accessible through her Twitter and her fan
I know my answers are long, so it's my fault.
So here we go. Okay.
Thank you for stealing my little girl's heart on Friday. You made her day. Her question is, what was your most happiest scene that you've done? And I already know the status of their thing they call it, but she wanted to know what was your happiest scene that you've done on Once Upon a Time.
I would say the moment when Regina kissed Henry in the forehead and it was a true love's kiss. That was really special. I think that's when she really realized that she possesses this white magic. In that moment, it was really powerful. And what was the saddest moment? Probably Robin dying. Yeah, it's so sad.
Próxima pregunta.
I was just wondering what was the hardest scene to film in the whole series?
It was the second episode, killing her father. That was really hard for multiple reasons. There were many challenges, not just the scene itself, but it was the first time I ever worked on a green screen, and that in itself comes with a lot of challenges. And I didn't have a lot of time to figure it out. So I would say that's.
Have you gotten used to that?
Oh yeah. Now it's
all
like, now I love it because it's this big green fishbowl and it's like a theater. It's so fun. It's like this, but all green.
So no pressure, but this is going to be the last question. So make it good.
Thank you for being here and giving us amazing answers. My question is, which character would you cosplay and would you sneak into a Comicon?
Sneak in if you dress as Catwoman. I'm just going to say
no, but well, maybe.
I think you would draw
if I snuck in as the evil queen, no one would even know.
I think you have more than 1,000 people who
I
make
have
the
a lot of
difference.
competition, that's for sure. Maybe Darth Vader.
From one ruler to another. So, de corazón de nosotros, muchísimas gracias por estar aquí con nosotros.
Thank you so much. You guys, this has been such an incredible experience. I really wish I could answer all your questions. Know that I want to, and I love you, and we'll find other opportunities to meet again.